The NFL has an ultra-strict uniform policy that features an almost dictatorship-like ban on accessories. And even though cleats allow players to express themselves, like in so many other sports, the NFL just doesn't see it that way. Unfortunately for DeAndre Hopkins, he had to find out the hard way. In 2015, Kanye West took the sneaker world by storm with the release of his Adidas Yeezy Boost 350S. After a year of the shoes being all any sneakerhead could talk about, D-Hop decided it was time to get creative with them and really make some headlines. He loved his Yeezys so much that Adidas made him an exclusive pair of football cleats designed to look just like the shoes. And while fans couldn't get enough of the special edition cleats, the league wasn't having it. Their policy is that all cleats must fall within certain color and design criteria related to the team's jersey colors or just be black or white. And with this, the league isn't just asking the players to try to follow the rule, they are forcing them to. Because Hopkins' cleats didn't have a solid base color, he was fined $6,000. D-Hop joked that he wouldn't wear them again unless Kanye wanted to pay the fine. But at least Hopkins was only fined $6K. That's pocket change to an NFL player. Because what the NFL did to Odell Beckham Jr. in 2019 was straight up embarrassing. According to OBJ, Nike in June of that year had planned out his cleat designs for the entire season. At that time, the Browns were supposed to wear white jerseys for their Week 9 game against the Broncos, but instead, Cleveland wound up wearing their all-brown Color Rush uniforms. Nike and OBJ still stuck to their original plan, and he came out for the game in custom, white Joker-themed cleats. Despite the cleats not matching the Browns' jerseys, there were initially no problems with him wearing them, or at least it seemed that way. It wasn't until halftime that the league decided to make a fool of OBJ and show him who's really boss. League officials came to him and said that if he didn't change cleats, he would be forbidden from playing another down in the game. Being totally powerless in the situation, OBJ was forced to switch to plain black cleats for the rest of the game. Making OBJ look like a clown with his Joker cleats is one thing, but the NFL can be such a buzzkill that they even stopped a player from wearing his trademark accessory, all because the look had gone viral. During the 1990s, Deion Sanders made it cool to rock a bandana under his helmet. It was a fresh look that so many fans quickly fell in love with, and other players even started to copy. But right as it took off in popularity, the NFL's power brokers decided it sent the wrong message and didn't belong in their league. So in 2001, team owners voted 30-1 to ban bandanas in what came across as an assault on players' freedom of expression. Moving forward, the players were limited to wearing skull caps as headwear, as long as they had the team logo and colors. What some people didn't realize was that the policy included another ban, one that nobody told since linebacker Demario Davis about. During the 2019 season, Davis wore a headband that said "Man of God" on it. The league doesn't allow personal messages like that, so even though the headband wasn't visible under his helmet and matched the Saints' team colors, Davis was still fined $7,000. After finding out about the fine, he said, "I don't think a lot of people were aware of the policy that was in place. I wasn't even fully aware of it." Davis felt blindsided by the fine, but he really shouldn't have. After all, the NFL had already fined a player for honoring his own mom, who passed away. Steelers running back D'Angelo Williams lost 4 aunts to breast cancer, so for 5 years, he wore "Find the Cure Eye Black" in honor of them. While one could argue about equipment not being the place to bring up religion, there's no debating that breast cancer awareness is universally viewed as a positive cause. And with the league already dedicating an entire month to it, it'd be crazy to think they'd have any issue with a player supporting it outside of that time frame. So in 2015, after Williams lost his mom to the disease, he asked to wear pink cleats and wristbands. It was a totally reasonable and understandable request, but the league denied it. So he decided to continue just wearing the eye black. Then, during the 2015 season, even though it was okay for 5 whole years, he was fined just under $6,000 for doing so. And if the NFL will fine a player for this, you better believe they will go out of their way to make sure none of their sponsors' competitors get free advertising. This means that the league's fashion police are constantly checking to make sure players aren't wearing any unapproved brand logos or names. And there's one polarizing player in particular that week in and week out, they watch like a hawk, Odell Beckham Jr. It seems like no matter what OBJ does, the league finds a problem with it. So there's absolutely zero chance that any of his violations slip through the cracks. In 2018, when he came out for warm-ups sporting a red Supreme arm sleeve, it immediately blew up on social media and the fans were loving it. But the NFL was quick to let him know he was not allowed to wear it during the actual game. Despite the sleeve matching the Giants' colors, it still violated the league's rules. Only logos or brand names from the league's official partners are allowed to be displayed. OBJ's run-ins with the NFL's fashion police didn't end here, though. While he and players around the league love making statements with their on-field jewelry, there is one piece they aren't allowed to wear. The NFL's strict dress code and uniform policies have led to some ridiculous fines over the years, while some rules, like helmet safety and concussion prevention, actually make sense, others feel overly nitpicky. Whether it's OBJ's cleats, DeAndre Hopkins' Yeezys, or players simply trying to honor loved ones, the NFL's fashion police will always be there to crack down. At the end of the day, it's just another reminder. In the NFL, following the rules isn't optional.